Yo, 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 yo. What it do, my people? It's your boy Mike Eazy back with the real. You already know the deal, gang. Check it, man. We had another one, broskies. We had another one, my dog. Yeah, man. You see that $150,000 dog collar for the time. No, I'm just messing with you. But no, what's up, baby, man? Go ahead and lock in, man. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. Go ahead and lock in with the gang. You know how we do it, man. Over here on the East Coast, the Carolina Grinder, man. The only one that's over here putting down for the Carolinas. You know how we do it, baby. But not on a serious note, man. Julio Foolio was allegedly buried today, man. I mean, they did everything like a burial was supposed to go. They had the casket, they had the carriage, they had his boys there letting go doves. So, by all means, I don't know nothing, about that voodoo stuff that they talking about. He was practicing that his grandma did to him about cutting the goose neck off and he had to lay down in the casket or whatever that case is. But as far as we know, Julio Foolio um had his funeral today, man. So R.I.P. Foolio. We're gonna get into that, man. But a lot of crazy stories have been developing, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some crazy stuff been popping up. A lot of information been coming out, about the situation, about how did he die, who killed him, was he set up, was all this a plan, was all this emotion, the finally set Fulio up, and I ain't gonna lie, man. Some of the stories seem real convincing, especially after hearing them. They kind of make some sense, man. We're gonna get into a few of them. Like I said, we're gonna get into a few of them, man, and go from there, man. But I want to say R.I.P. Fulio. No matter what he done in the past or whatever, the two gangs and whatever they had going on, I want to say R.I.P. Fulio. It was really dead. You know what I'm saying? This stuff getting crazy, man. But so this is allegedly, Julio's casket right here. You can see got Folio written across the front. Got the ESPN, but it's got the six there. At the top of the casket it says, "Welcome to Hilltop Village." Welcome to Hilltop Village, an apartment community. That's the apartments, that he out there. He was always hanging out there with. Um, kind of looked like old block the way it was set up and everything. That was his little community where he felt safe at, where he, did his work at and everything. And so I mean, I really can't tell you. I would put, an apartment complex on my casket, but that's what he repped, man. He basically died for that if you want to look at it that way. But you can see some people in the background, and this right here was very low key. You did not hear about this until it was basically over with. And that was a real smart decision because you don't want no problems. We all hear about the stories about funerals getting shot up, people getting killed at funerals, different things like that. You see what happened to Yo Gotti's brother. You see what happened to up there in Chicago. Yeah, I can't even think of his name, Wooski. You see all that. So keeping this on the low was very smart of them, because they know probably Julio's close friends is gonna be there. Some of his step was probably and such things like that. That was probably carrying the casket, being pallbearers for their right hand man, actually their leader, the one that was putting the bread on the table. So that was a smart move. So shout out to them for doing that, man. But you can see Julio in front of the casket, man. Um, cool artwork, they took some of his pictures and put them on there, man. So shout out to them for doing that. Maybe his mama wasn't lying about getting the money and using it for his funeral. That way making sure she could send her son off in a good way. You know what I mean? 'Cause, I mean, he made a stamp on the rap world, down there in Jacksonville. You know, I mean, they did their thing, man. They made some noise. You feel me? Well, Julio Fulio made some noise down there in Jacksonville. That's how we know about him. But Guess what's this right here? Oh, I guess this is his like obituary. This is a obituary right there. You know, got his people in there. Uh, got some of his homies. Dog, that's and it's so crazy. I think that right there is from the night he died. That picture right there, I'm almost certain that's from the night he died. That's from that same night. So that's what he was wearing. He was wearing like that white t-shirt. He had that same red beanie on from the images, man. So you know that's just showing you. Oh, Julio Foolios, man. You know his private funeral service. You know you see Foolio right here, eyes style, man. Got the chain on, got the Cartier. Look like he got a little rollie on. Got his bracelet on. Homie right there. He probably bought that chain for his homie. You know you gotta look out for the game. This is the carriage I was talking about. You can see the casket in the back of the carriage right there. The horses and everything. You know, they sent my boy off good, man. They sent him off right. It wasn't just no little basic funeral, you know. Long live Foolio. So he one of the steppers right there, man. I don't know if this is a. This has got to be kind of like a drawing. I don't think it's like no painting on a wall or not like no mural or nothing. I think that's like a drawing. And then you can see like the boys right here letting off the doves. You know what I'm saying? Wearing RIP. You got an RIP Foolio shirt on. 6/21/98 to 6/23/24. Man, that's a short time to live, man. 1998. 1998 wasn't even that long ago, man. When I think about it, I think about 1998 just being, for some reason, man. When I think of the past years, man, I think about them being a lot closer than they actually is. You know, when somebody says that happened 2015, I'm thinking 2015 like 5 years ago. And really, man, Agent Summer was 10 years ago. You know, time flies by so fast, man. That's why you got to try to enjoy every moment that you can, man. You got to slow down, just take in everything, because especially, man, when you work every day, like if you work a 9 to 5 job, man, working 9 to 5 a day job, you working every day to get off. You working every day to get to the weekend. And before you know it, man, the years go by so fast that you just like, man, we already in a new year. Last year went by so fast. So you really got to like slow down so you can take it all in, man. Or before you know it, you be 65 and ready to retire, man, and wondering where the time is gone. So it's good to see him, you know, letting the doves go for Foolio. You know, that's savage, man. That's savage. Another picture right here, Foolio's casket. You know,
Drop she get, I'm a pop Birkin. Natural face.
okay, I ain't gonna play the music. I ain't trying to get copyrighted. But yeah, so I mean, this right here really just puts all the room of the rest. Is Foolio still alive? Is Foolio still alive, man? You don't know how many people was actually believing that from the post that was coming on his Instagram. And you know, his mama said she was basically doing that, you know, for different reasons and everything, trolling the ops, trying to make a little bit of money. But they had a lot of people thinking Foolio was really alive just by like the post they was making. I know like one post was like, y'all gonna be real surprised when y'all see what's gonna happen. Like making you think like Folio is just gonna pop back up and be like, "Oh, I ain't dead. Y'all thought I was." You know, but so this right here kind of really like puts the nail in the coffin, so to speak. You know, of that rumor, man.
She got
But see, so rest up. I'm up. rest up, I'm up. That's one of those comments. Yeah, that's another thing I was too. That's another thing I was thinking. They played his Instagram. His mama was on his Instagram, had everybody fooled, had him making thinking like maybe he was still alive, and just kept the trolling going for the sake of keeping the funeral safe. Because you know he got buried in Jacksonville. You know everybody in Jacksonville knows probably the cemetery he was gonna get buried at, or they knew the cemetery. They knew of the cemeteries around the area, and if they said, "Hey man, you know, his funeral is this date right here," what they gonna do? You know what I mean? So they did very good about not putting nothing on social media, not letting nobody know, hey, this is gonna be his funeral date. Y'all come show y'all support, because they would have started supporting, raining bullets down. And so they did real good about doing that, man. So shout out to them for that. You know, shout out to that, man. ATK Keys. That's the guy that's got the the YouTube channel that they say, and you know who's gonna get ATK Rico, because you know that Foolio's gang was KTA and Ace's gang is ATK. They said they all used to be friends, which Ace really denies that, says he really wasn't friends with him. But you know, they all went to the same school, they all grew up together, they all hung out together, and then something split them up. Really don't know the exact pinpoint of that, but um yeah, man, that's crazy. But all right, man, let's get into it. So we all know the video leaked, right? The video leaked of the apparent shooting of Fulio. It leaked a couple days ago. At first, it was just a still picture ahead of the shooter, and then like a couple days later, the video leaked. And I said that too. I said give it a week, give it by the end of the week, and the video will be released of the shooting. Just because it always happens like that, right? Well, it took a few more days. It didn't take exactly a week. It took about 10, 11, 12 days before the video finally hit the surface. But if you pay close attention to the video, you can definitely tell the video is taken by a phone, and not like somebody was out there recording everything on the phone, but like that they got the hotel footage and like recorded the hotel footage with a phone. So whoever released this footage, it was had to be a hotel worker that knew how to get into the system and access this footage. I hear there's rumors that people were paid to get this footage and release it, and they're no longer working at that hotel no more. So that's what I'm hearing. Um, was it by the ops? Did the ops pay them to do it? Could possibly be, but also I see to where what's crazy about this footage is, and I'm about to play it in a second. Whenever everybody goes, you can clearly see people was just like, oh, it was just two shooters. It was two shooters. No, I counted from this video right here three just from this part of this video. Now, as you're gonna see, as I start the video, you're gonna see one person, one right here, right, with a rifle. Then you're gonna see another person run back this way, like down behind this SUV or this van. He's gonna run back here out of the camera view. You're never gonna see him. The one that a lot of people probably missed is the one. It's gonna be way up here in between these cars right here, and you really only see them like if you're paying close attention to the video, you can see like the shadows move and stuff. But then as the car gets close, you see the muzzle fire, the flash coming from the gun, whatever he had as that one get as the car gets close. And it's actually kind of crazy because He's actually like directly in line of the other shooter that had the rifle right here. So I don't know how they didn't shoot. I don't know how they didn't shoot their own partners by doing that. You know, and it's real dangerous, man. When you out there doing stuff like that, man, you gotta be calculated and coordinated. You shooting at your own homie. You know, and especially like you real nervous right there shooting at a moving target, man. It's so easy to miss and shoot your homie right across there. Then what you gonna do? You gonna have to leave him there? You gonna pick him up? I mean, it's just crazy and sickening, man. But we're gonna play this video and y'all gonna see exactly what I'm talking about.
That's an execution, bro.
Okay, so you see, all right, I'm gonna rewind it. You can see the guy. Pay attention to the guy running at the back of this SUV right here. He's gonna run straight down through here. See, boom. All right, he just ran. Now you're gonna see the rifle guy. He's gonna run and stand right here at the end of this median. Oh yeah, a little bit farther. You see him start shooting. That means Foolio's driving. Foolio's driving. It's gonna be boom. Definitely shooting. You see his spot hit the ground.
He got shot, I bet.
Okay. Now the guy he's talking about the shooter right here saying he got shot a bit because of all the shootings and stuff going back. We don't know if this guy back here was shooting at the back of the car. We know the windshield was blown out. We don't know if that came from the front blowing it out or if the person blowing from the back blew it out, but it got blew out, you know what I'm saying? But okay, so you see them, you see the man right there with the rifle. Now pay close attention to right here. You're gonna see a shadow. I thought he might have hopped out of the car or something, but I think he's just sitting over there posted up, maybe in the darkness. And he walks out, and as soon as Julio's headlights shine up on it right there, he like walks with the headlights, but he does it real fast, so you don't hardly see him. But he walks like right here to this corner, and you see the flash of the gun, and he shoots quite a bit of times, at least 5 times or more. You hear that woo woo woo? I just heard that. It's exactly on sync point with them shots coming from up there. So I don't know if he was making those noises because of those shots or he was just, just making them something. But all right, let's slow it down. So you can actually see the guy. He's right there. That's the guy right there. Now as I go through, you see he'll move with the headlights and he's firing. Boom, right there. There he is. Right there. Look, boom, you see him moving? Look, and he starts firing. That's the first shot. Bow. 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 It kind of looks like, it kind of looks like the headlight of a car. Also. But then it's only one, so that's why I thought it was. At first, I thought it was the headlight shining. Like, what in the world would be happening there? But you can clearly see the person moving, boom, and shooting. Because it stops as they're chasing the guy on. So that's crazy. So there was definitely at least 3 shooters, man. It wasn't just 2 shooters like a lot of people were saying. I don't think. I think there was at least 3, and that's what happened in that situation right there, man. But there's been some stories. There's been some stories that Julio's girlfriend was working with the ops. She's been pictured with the ops. She's been there's stories that the hotel workers playing all this out. There's stories that the 2 girls that lured him to that club, like Club 18 or whatever, to perform at. There's rumors that one of the promoters never even showed up, and the other promoter left as soon as Foolio got there, and he didn't even perform. So I'm not sure how that really went. I don't think I seen any footage of Julio Foolio performing that night. Um, but I think it was a definitely move though to get him there. I really do think that. Um, See, that's whenever he was going to that. See if there's any videos. But speaking on this highlight right here, Feds hit ATK with Rico. Oh, best believe they're coming, man. Best believe after this right here happened, and then they went to another city and did all this, man. I'm thinking there's I'm thinking there's Rico's coming for at least whole gang sweep lockdowns. 1200's getting locked up. Um, NHG, I think it's NHG, the No Hospital Gang. They getting locked up. And if you don't know these people, I'm sorry, man. You gotta be in tune with it to actually know some of these people. But No Hospital Gang, 1200 Gang, and ATK, Ace's Top Killers, uh, they will be swept up with all this right here. I think ATK, just because it's Young and Ace's people, they may actually get hit with a Rico. Um, they do them down there. And like I said, after this, the police is on it, dog, on it. But there's a lot of rumors going around on it exactly. We all know Julio Foolios was posting his location, telling them where it was going to be and everything. But I think the only reason why he went down to Tampa, he would have went somewhere else or stayed in Jacksonville for his birthday. But I think he only went to Tampa to uh, perform at that venue, man. Because even though Julio Foolios had a breakout song, got his name popular, he was not really making that much money off of his music. So any little show gig that he got for 2 bands, 5 bands, he was showing up for it. He was trying to get that cheddar. He was still an upcoming artist, really trying to get his name out there, and and trying to get that bread, trying to feed his family. So he wasn't turning down no money. Around his birthday too, he's like, "Oh man, that's hours away. We'll go out there, do our thing. I'll pick up this little bag. We'll party. It's far enough away. We can have a pool party, invite all these people and everything." Which was a fatal mistake on his end, but I really don't think he was thinking he could get touched in that situation. Plus, he had a lot of people with him. You seen whenever he went to that club, he had at least 20 people with him. He said, but when you drinking, man, and you're around a lot of people you don't know, that's some very valuable mistakes not to make, man. You don't drink already. You barely drink, so 2 shots has probably got you on a cloud. You're around a whole lot of people you don't know, and you're doing things like dropping your location, telling people to pull up, telling people to hit you up for your for the address to the pool party, knowing good and well how easy it is in these today times to make fake profiles, hit somebody up or hit your cousin up and get this address on my behalf. It's real easy to snake connive and just wind your way into a situation that really you don't want to be in, man. So it's crazy. Foolio, man, 4 years ago. Yeah, man, Foolio was too big to be. Which I mean, a lot of them gang members, people, they do want to get cremated. That way, they don't have to put a memorial up and worry about it getting vandalized and destroyed and all that. Because the mobs get big disrespectful. I don't know if you know that or not, man, but a lot of people's tombstones and stuff get demolished, man. They get spray painted, they get broken up. A lot of them arts, that's how they, keep disrespecting the arts, man, disrespecting the dead. It don't play like that, I grew up a certain way, man. You don't disrespect the dead like that. Some people like, hey, it is what it is, that's the life we live. Okay, cool. But I ain't gonna be doing nothing like that. So I can understand why people would want to get some people cremated, so they didn't have to go through all that stuff. They can just have them a vase, put it up on their mantle, and say, "Hey, here, this is Billy Bob. I didn't want to put him in the ground because of this, so I just got him right here, and this is him. This is his resting place. Wherever I go, he go." Some people do it just because they want to go back and visit the grave. Um, Instead of going back and visiting the grave, they can move and travel around, especially people that, because a lot of times when stuff like this happen, man, people want to move away from the situation. So they say, just for instance, this happened in Jacksonville, and they lived in Jacksonville, and they didn't want to be around it no more, so they'll move out of state, move somewhere else, and don't have to worry about coming back down here to visit the gravesite. They got them in a urn up there, smoking, still passing him the L, pulling up with him, putting a cup of liquor beside it, or whatever the case may be, however they cope with it. But she said she wasn't cremating her son. She said she was getting him a good casket. Man, the casket did look good and everything looked groovy and stuff like that, man. So, shout out to them, man. They did a real good job about keeping it on the low and not letting people know, man. But a lot of people saying he was set up, man. That it just wasn't about him dropping his location and all that. They're actually saying he was set up, and the killers. They saying the killers is they saying the killers is giving themselves away on clubhouse conversations, um IG live situations, conversations, you know, and a lot of people saying they playing it real sloppy right now. We're gonna get the full details about it. It's gonna come out. Some arrests will be made about this murder right here. I can promise you that. I can't tell you exactly when, but I can tell you some will be made on this situation right here. He was too big. He was too big of an artist, making Florida look bad. Florida feel like they got to do something, and but a lot of these boys out there moving reckless, man, it's gonna cause a lot of them to go down. I'm just being honest with you. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it and say, oh, they gonna get away. They gonna live their life. Their job complete. Nah, some fools took life. They about to go to jail. That was a crash dummy mission. Especially doing it in a parking lot like that, man. That was definitely a crash dummy mission, man. If y'all want to do anything, y'all should have just waited till he hit the highway or something. But some people be like, this is our opportunity. It's now or never. We gotta do it right now and let's get it. Let me see if I can find those. Hold on. And there's a lot of fake information going around, man. I seen these fake, where these real YouTube channels giving out fake information. Like, only one person got shot. Only one person got shot, and then Foolio died. That was the only two people. Nah, man. The police said on the scene, three people were shot and one person was dead. They're saying the one person dead was Foolio, but all the other three people was shot, man. You seen how many shots was going in that car. It's almost damn near impossible to not get hit with a bullet whenever they spraying up like that, man. And trust me, they had big rifles too. And you see that one, that was definitely a ARP of some sort. So that thing was sending them things. Facts. That dude Jacksonville rapper Slimy Kino admitted to killing Julio Foolios for 10 bands. That's a lie. People ain't that stupid to go on there and say, yeah, I was the one that killed him, or Young Ace put me up to it for 10 bands. People ain't that stupid. There's some stupid people out there, but they ain't that stupid. So I do not believe that dude, so I ain't even going to entertain him. Because people just be doing that stuff for clout. Oh, this is my name. And you go look, and he got a YouTube channel. He got all this and that. And he just trying to get caught up off of. People take advantage of situations like this. When somebody big dies and a lot of people talking about it, it's a hot topic. People take advantage of trying to, basically cheat the system, man. And, you know, but yeah, man, I can't find it, man. People saying they were talking on Clubhouse about the situation, or that's directly to the driver's seat too. Directly to the driver's seat. They were definitely sending them boys in. Mm-hmm. Man, that's crazy, man. But yeah, whoever it is, man, they going down, down. Oh shit in the rainbow, going to the fit. And then Fulio's girlfriend, she was act like she was all sad and everything. You took my boyfriend from me, and then she twerking. And then she twerking online like the next day. They was saying she might have helped set him up. They saying all kind of stuff like right now, man. Mm. I don't know, man. I guess we'll get some more information as it come out, man. You know, as I get some more information that I can verify. A lot of this stuff I can't really verify. That's why I really ain't going off the rumors, man. I'm just going off the facts, that I can read with my own two eyes, that I can verify, man. A lot of people do the hearsay stuff with cloud and stuff like that. So that's why really I ain't going too much in depth about the rumors that I did hear about everything. But rumored is, man, it was 1,200. The no hospital game and ATK. I guess they saying it was 1,200. The 1,200 gang that actually killed Foolio. So yeah. Oh yeah, and that's one thing too, man. I forgot to mention. There's been a couple of aces. People that got killed, and in the 1,200 Julio Foolios gang got get back on 1,200 KKG Fizzle Leaky brother. So there's been retaliation. For sure, people have been getting killed after Foolio allegedly got killed, man. So they ain't letting up when they said there's gonna be bloodshed. They didn't lie about that situation right there, and they getting get back, man, already. Man shot to death in parking lot of apartment complex in Orange Park. I remember when that happened. So they saying that's Leaky's brother Fizzle. That's what they saying. He's a 1,200 member. Remember how I just told you they saying 1,200 is the gang responsible for killing Foolio. That it wasn't ATK, but everybody trying to get that cloud up. Everybody trying to put their hand in the pot. Don't want to give no money, but they trying to take money out. You know what I'm saying? So my advice to all these people: stay off the internet and worry about yourself. Straight up.
If you've been watching my channel, then you know that I cover Jacksonville a lot. In my time covering Jacksonville, there's been one gang that stands out as a little more wild than the rest. This gang is involved in multiple deadly wars throughout the city and has been accused of committing multiple broad daylight assassinations. In this video, we'll be discussing the gang 1200. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like and subscribe. 20 years old. A member of 45th Street named Bobby Norris was tragically killed in the shootout as well at just 26 years old. Two women were injured in the shooting but ultimately survived. On September 24, 2015, a member of 1200 named Big Desi, real name Kim Desmond Varner, just a day after allegedly killing Big Desi, Lenford would go sliding again. The police claimed that just one day after killing Big Desi, Lenford killed a 17-year-old named Danielle Williams in 1200 territory. That same night, Lenford would lose his life. Lenford was inside of a house when he got into a shootout with a member of 1200 nicknamed Big Chuck, real name Charles Eunice. During this shootout, both Lenford and Big Chuck were shot and were pronounced dead. Lenford was just 26 years old and Big Chuck was just 25 years old. It's rumored that Big Chuck was allegedly killed by Lenford's father during this shooting. Following this incident, the violence would unfortunately continue. Around 2015, a lot of people from 1200 claimed a group called the 187 drove by the intersection once and would later go on to testify in court that Cracker.
So man, like I said, 1,200 trying to say they claiming the Foolio murder, man, and they already getting kickback from them boys. 1,200 done took some losses. ATK done took some losses. People close to him, man. So it's gonna get real messy before it get better. Just believe that. But man, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short. Like I said, I'll be back with some more information on it, man. Y'all go ahead and make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, notification bell to lock in with the boy. You know how we do it, man. Straight up like that. And drop a comment, let me know if y'all got any information on this situation, man, and we'll try to go over it. It's getting late right now, man. I gotta hit the sheets. But yeah, man, y'all let me know. Let me know down in the comments, man. You already know how we rocking, man. Let's get it.